Hi, everyone. Hello. Hello. Oh, let me adjust my microphone. It's showing in the camera there. How is everybody? Happy Friday. I had a super busy day today, but it's been a good day. So I hope everyone's doing well. And we are back with our Friday live stream. Our weekly Friday live streams. I do have my list. Y'all know I like to have my list here. So I have some interesting things that I wanted to ask about today. I mean, they're all interesting, right? But yeah, I have some different types of things. I have a couple of, topics that are usual, that I usually go over or ask about, but I've got a couple of kind of different ones, so it'll be interesting to ask about them. So, hi, Paula. How are you? Happy Friday. Hi, Stephanie. Happy Friday. Did you ladies have a good week so far? Made alive. Yay. You made it. Woo woo. Yeah, I had a super busy day today. Actually, this week has been pretty busy, and it's been crazy, but good. Good. How's your guys' week been? Thanks, Stephanie. School holidays for me. Work at college, so off September 4th. Nice. Hi, Chrissy. How are you? Happy Friday. That's nice that you're off until the 4th of September. That's awesome. Good for you. Yeah. Did anyone else do anything exciting this week? I didn't. I just had a lot of busy stuff going on. I had to take my little pup to the vet, and I just had a lot of stuff going on. Just a lot of stuff going on this week. So it's been a little crazy, but we are here. The end of the week. And it's my hubby and my 6-year anniversary, wedding anniversary tomorrow. Going to Cambria and Morro Bay Thursday to Sunday. Yay! That sounds awesome. That's great, Stephanie. I hope you have a fabulous time. I'm sure you will. That sounds awesome. I'd like to go traveling somewhere. Yeah, it's my hubby's and I's 6-year wedding anniversary tomorrow. Resting for a bit, reading, knitting, and trying to learn how to crochet. Happy anniversary. Thank you. Happy Friday to you. I'm a little under the weather with a migraine today, so I will be listening. Happy anniversary. Thank you. I'm sorry you have a migraine. Thank you. Thanks, Stephanie. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry you have a migraine. That's not fun. My daughter gets those a lot. I know they can be really awful. So I'm sorry you have a migraine. That's not good. And Paula, crocheting. I loved crocheting. I have not. We are expecting rain. Do you usually get migraines when it rains, Chrissy? Paula, I crocheted many years ago. And when I say many years ago, I'm talking like, 38 years ago. So when I did it, it was just so relaxing. I loved it. So relaxing. And it's fun too. I thought it was fun. Hi, Melissa. Painted my kitchen cabinets. Positive vibes for the weekend. That's awesome. I need to paint my kitchen cabinets too. That's a big job, because don't you have to do sanding and kind of, I don't know if you have to strip the stain or what, but yeah, we need to do our kitchen cabinets. They're way outdated. Hi, Natalie. I love crochet and it's back in fashion now again. Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize it went out of fashion. It's so relaxing. I loved crocheting. I do wicked ones. I'm sorry, Chrissy. I hope you feel better. Yeah, the last time I crocheted was, well, it was 38 years ago. And the reason I know that, and I'm so exact about that, is because I took up crocheting. Oh, that's okay. No worries. Yeah, the reason I took up crocheting was because it was just relaxing. It was fun. And I was pregnant with my daughter. And yes, a lot of work, but husband and daughter's boyfriend helped. Good. Very good. Yeah, I need to do it. And I keep putting it off because I know it's a lot of work. Talking about migraines, aren't you reading on Migraine and Harry tonight? Yes, I am. And she may give you a migraine. She gives me a migraine, I'm telling you. Hi, Maria. Yeah, she gives a lot of people a migraine. Oh my goodness. Something. But yeah, so anyway, I crocheted when I was pregnant with my daughter. I crocheted her a blanket for, because she was, just like the little newborn blanket. So it was not very big. It was just, this little cute little blanket. And back in those days, we didn't know what we were having. So, yeah, she gives everybody here in England a migraine. Yeah. Yeah. Well, she gives a lot of people in the US a migraine too. I mean, it's just insane. Hi, Mar. I am new subscriber. I've subscribed the day before yesterday because I saw you reading on Madeline and Cannon. You are the only one I agree with. Ah, thanks, Mar. Well, welcome to the family. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to start with, a baby blanket, then move up. Hi, Derek. Good evening, Kathy and everyone. Yeah, so I made this little tiny baby blanket, and back in those days, we didn't know what we were having, so we didn't know if it was going to be a girl or a boy. So I made it was like a very light, like a mint green and like white, snow white, and it turned out, so it was like big thick stripes, but the edges were kind of like these wavy, like this on the edge. So it was fun. I think Ashley still has it. I think. I don't know. But it was fun. So Mar and Maria and Derek, are you guys up to anything? Did you guys have anything good happening this week? Yeah, it's just been crazy busy here. Not quite as hot though. I'm just doing basic one stitch. That's good. Yeah, you got to start somewhere. Oh, and I broke a nail, so I look like I look deformed. Yeah, so it's not been as hot here, which is nice. I mean, it's still been in the 80s, but I think the humidity has been better and it hasn't been quite as muggy. So I'm looking forward to what you'll get for Lizzo and Idaho 4. Yeah, that Lizzo thing and the Idaho 4. Well, yeah, I've got that on my list. It's been dry here today, but not hot. I need a fill too so bad. Yeah. Well, I just need like a whole new nail here. It's like broke right off. Yeah. But yeah, with Bryan Koberger, he finally submitted his alibi, which is not very exciting. It's not, I don't know. We're gonna look at it. But I'll tell you, if you want some good, who I watch on besides, oh my God, I said his name last week. What did I say his name was? Alibi. I always drive around at night. Pretty lame. I know. I know. I know. But who I watch besides Crime Circus, that's what it is. The guy with the spiders that he draws the spiders on his face. Besides him, I watch this lawyer on YouTube. He's really good. I feel like he'll go through the legal filings and kind of break down, he'll read through different sections of like a complaint or a motion or whatever. And he'll kind of break down like, what does that mean? So his name, I'm just going to tell you what his handle is on YouTube. It's The Lawyer You Know. And I think that's all one word. So you might want to check out his, but he just did, I literally was watching it right before I jumped on here. He was talking about this document, that they filed with the alibi, whatever. And he pointed out this zinger at the end of the document, where, and I, us lay people, I don't know if there's any lawyers on here, but, for us lay people, I wouldn't have known what it meant, but he said it was kind of like a zinger is what he called it. Migraine has a new BF who is a billionaire, allegedly. Ooh, really? Well, I'm going to put that in so I don't forget to ask that. Let's add that to my list. Yeah, I like Natalie, he's great because I really like that he, let me add that in. Does Meghan have a new billionaire BF? Okay, so we'll ask that too. But yeah, lawyer, he's really good. And sometimes he has his father on, who's also an attorney. And, they just review a lot of stuff that us lay people don't know what they're talking about, so I really like that. He sent her a 6-figure birthday gift as she's 42 or 47 today. Really? I didn't. Now, this is one I haven't heard. I haven't heard anything about Meghan receiving some kind of a elaborate, birthday gift. But it's hard to keep up because there's so much that goes on. 42, 47. Yeah, I don't know how old she is. I don't know. I know she looks really good for her age, however old she is. It was on a blind item. Ah. Yeah, those blind items get me every time because they kind of seem like believable, but then like so what I want to know, I'm not familiar with who posts these blind items. Like, is it just random people that can go on there and post a blind item? Or does it have to be like, is it someone that specifically is, I guess, an authority? Or that's what I always wondered. Like, who are these people that are posting these blind items? I just don't know. But you get a lot of, interesting things. Yeah, we're all hoping you feel better, Chrissy. Yeah, she's been really putting out the puff pieces like crazy. Blind item is allegedly an insider. I mean, but you get, you get blind items on Britney Spears or Jamie Foxx, or on everybody, really. There's blind items on everything. And I mean, could I go on there and type up a blind item? Not that I would, because, I don't know anybody. I could put one on about my dog. I don't know who else I would put I don't know anybody, but I just don't know if anyone's allowed to go on there and post. I don't know. But the blind items are interesting. Yeah. Well, You know what? Let's start with Bryan Koberger and the Idaho 4. Since we kind of started talking about him and his alibi already, let's just start with him because I'm curious. When I saw this video, he was a last minute addition to my list, and like literally I was watching The Lawyer You Know right before I get on here. So because he posted the video earlier today, but I just have been running around like a crazy person, so I didn't get to watch it. So I was watching it right before, and I'm like, oh wow. So I thought I would want to ask, about this alibi and why hasn't he divulged his partner in crime? There's no way he did that on his own. Well, but maybe he did. Did he to his attorney? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't think any of us, the police have not posted any of the interrogation videos, have they? I don't think, I feel like that maybe they're not allowed to do that until after the trial is over or something. So, but I definitely have always gotten that there was more than one person. And, I mean, I kind of think it's that I cannot remember the guy's name for the life of me to save my butt. That Brent or something, he has the same initials as Bryan Koberger. There were 5 or 6 young people in that house that night. So how would one dude control 6 people? Exactly. That's right. Kopech. Yes. And what's his first name? Is it Brent or Kopech? Yes, Kopech. I'm telling you, when I haven't done a reading, maybe we should ask about him tonight too, if he was involved somehow, because I felt a strong pull towards him. I don't know his first name though. I'm just going to say Kopech because I just don't know. I did know his name, but I have too much rattling around up here. Brent, I think, but I'm English, so don't quote me. Yeah, I want to say I thought it was Brent. Brent Kopacha. I mean, I suppose I could Google it really quick. Let's see. Brent Kopacha. That's it. Brent Kopacha. Yeah, Brent Kopacha. Okay. I feel better now. I have my answer. Brent Kopacha, when I heard, some stuff about him, I just kind of was pulled. I was like pulled to him. So, let's ask about him too. I'm going to add him on here. Cause, and I don't even know the full story about how he, like what happened with his unaliving. Like, I don't even know that story. I don't know who he was in this. Was he on the scene? Okay, so this is an interesting one, Paula, and I am not going to claim to know all the details about this, but who does address some of this is that crime circus guy with the spiders on his face. He does bring up Brent Kopacha and brings up some really interesting things that you might say, is it a coincidence? Very interesting. Kopacha. Okay. Yeah. That's what some people are claiming is that he was, maybe the other person that was involved with Bryan Koberger, and, people are speculating that they knew each other, that they were actually friends. They lived only I think it was at less than a mile away from each other, or I don't know. We're like kind of close together. And so there's people that are speculating that Brent was involved. So let's ask. So here, first thing though, on Bryan Koberger, I want to ask, because, yeah, he's giving this alibi that he was driving around and that he wasn't there. I mean, on past videos, I've done readings where, I've found that I picked up that, I do think he was there. Allegedly. Here we go again with the allegedly. Hi, Shelly. Yeah, we'll ask. I'm going to go ahead and ask all those questions. I'm going to do some stuff off my list, and then we'll go back to those questions. So hold that thought. So let's ask. I mean, I don't know. I already feel like no, but I'm going to ask if there is any corroborating evidence that, like, camera, CCTV or camera footage or something that shows Bryan Koberger driving somewhere else, like away from, not at the 1122 address. Let's ask that. I don't feel like they do, but I don't know. Let's ask. See, that's another thing. One of the speculations is that the Elantra that they had picked up on the cameras was not his Elantra, that it was this Brent Kopacha's Elantra. That's what some of the rumors are. Boy, this case is like about as convoluted as you get. It's just insane, all the twists and turns on this case. So let's ask, I don't know. I'm just going to ask. I don't know that I really feel this is going to show an answer, but I'm going to ask if the defense feels that they have some kind of solid evidence showing that Bryan was out driving at nighttime. Yeah, he passed by before I thought they had seen him. I don't know. Let's see. Oh my God, my cards are flying all over the place here. Something doesn't want me to ask this question. Okay, let's see. Yeah, right up. No. So I don't think, didn't one of the survivors see Bryan in the house with a knife? Somebody's hiding something. It just doesn't add up. It doesn't add up, especially when you start going down the 60 million rabbit holes out there. There's like some really interesting rabbit holes. Supernatural again. Okay, but no screen loss. I don't want my screen to disappear again. That was so weird. Flat out, it's saying no, that how I phrased the question was, does the defense have some kind of corroborating evidence that, will show that he was not at that address? Yeah, Spirit is hesitant on answering the questions. Yep. Definitely. So, I mean, let's see what else it has here. But again, there is more than one person. There's more than one person. Thank you, Paula. Yes, press the like button, please. Thank you. So again, it's saying, look at this, more than one person. I mean, here we go again with this card. So, so here, I'm going to say this too. Bryan allegedly does really, really, really feel to control 6 young adults. Absolutely. But I'm wondering if it was more than just 2. based on what I picked up on previous videos that I've done. But, Bryan really feels allegedly like he is going to get out of this. He's going to get out of it, and he's going to get out of it. That he really, really, really believes that. But no and no. I don't think the defense has anything that would corroborate him, like I said, CCTV footage or, dash cams, whatever. I don't think anything is going to come up. So, and again, look at these twos, more than one person, allegedly. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. So yeah, and again, it shows no. This is the other card that says no, that I don't think that, they have anything. But what was interesting is on that Lawyer channel, on his video that he just posted about the alibi, he read the very last paragraph of this document that I guess it was a motion. I'm not an attorney, so I don't know. I think it was a motion, but that last paragraph, it said something about, I'm going to try to sum it up the best I can. I'm not an attorney, so I don't remember exactly what the document said, but something along the lines of that Bryan Koberger is willing to appear for a hearing in front of the judge ex parte. I didn't have any idea what that meant. What the lawyer said, and the lawyer, what he said was, what that means is that what Bryan Koberger is saying and what his defense attorney is saying is that he would be willing, they want the judge to stop forcing them to produce any kind of alibi or anything. They want him to stop. Yeah, good luck with that. And then they said that Bryan Koberger is willing to meet, have a hearing ex parte with the judge and the defense counsel and Bryan and no one else. And that means Bryan would actually speak and tell his side of the story to the judge, but the prosecutor can't be there. No one can be there other than just his lawyers, Bryan himself, and the judge. And apparently, according to, what Peter Tragos, the lawyer on Lawyer, what he was saying is he said it, it most likely that means Bryan Koberger wouldn't be saying, I take the fifth or I plead the fifth. In other words, Bryan's saying, I will speak. I'm not going to, it has nothing to do with testifying at trial or anything like that. It's just, I guess, having a conversation with the judge about where he was, or I don't know. Kind of strange. Like Peter said, he's never, in all the years he's been practicing law, and his father said the same thing, they've never seen anyone do that before. So that's interesting. This case definitely has a lot of zingers in it. This case is so weird. I know. Well, like I said, if you guys want to really go down, if you feel like going down a rabbit hole, you can watch some of Lawyer videos on the legal documents, and he'll explain. He's fabulous. But then you can watch the young man on Crime Circus who does the spiders, and he's got the fog rolling through. It's like a dark background. He's got this fog rolling through. But he brings up some interesting things, and you will definitely be going down a rabbit hole with stuff he comes up. It's very interesting. All right, so now let's ask if this Brent Kopacha allegedly was in any way, shape, or form somehow involved in any way, shape, or form in the Idaho 4, unaliving case? Let's ask that. Allegedly. Lots of secrets. I wonder if they're trying to protect him. Wasn't he going to school for law or something? Anytime anyone is, things get fishy. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this whole thing is fishy from start to finish. I don't care what angle you look at it from. It's all fishy. It's like a crazy case. All right. So when I ask allegedly if Brent Kopacha allegedly was in any way, shape, or form involved in any of this. Yes. Allegedly. And I feel allegedly he and Bryan Koberger actually had conversations. And so even before it happened, there was a plan or whatever. I think Brent was involved with the planning. Like, before it was, although he doesn't have all the knowledge. So that's interesting to me. Let me focus on that for a second, because I'm getting that he was involved, and he was at the very least involved in the planning or knew about, a lot of the details or whatever. Let me see. I don't know that I get that he was, I don't know if I'm getting that he was literally there that night, but I'm not getting a solid energy on it. I know that's a funny way to say it, but that's kind of the best way I know how to explain it. I'm not getting a solid energy that I think he was there. I think I'm kind of like trying to focus on that night, and I'm getting that some things, however the plan was originally, allegedly, things changed once people were there and it started happening. Things changed. There was something that was moved around. They switched it up. Something. It didn't exactly go down like they had planned. So something happened where it changed. But yeah, allegedly, I mean, I'm getting, allegedly, I'm getting that I think, the other BK, Brent Kopacha, was involved. I think he was part of the planning. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting a solid yes. I'm not really surprised by that, because like I said, when I started hearing, I hadn't heard about Brent Kopacha, I didn't hear about him until way, way, way after the incident happened. I think I just heard about him, I don't know, a couple months ago. So it's not like, but then when I did hear about him, I immediately was pulled there. So I was like, there's something here with that person. The two BKs. Interesting. All right. That was Bryan Kohlberger's alibi and Brent Kopacha. Let's ask about Lizzo. So this is, kind of blown up on social media too. And actually, I didn't know all the details about this case. And the lawyer, Peter Tragos, did a video and he broke down, I guess it was like this lawsuit it's a civil lawsuit against Lizzo. I don't even know who Lizzo was. I mean, I've seen pictures of her. I had no clue who she was. I guess she's a pop singer or something. I don't even know. But he went through, I guess it was like a 50-page complaint in this lawsuit. Yeah, Lizzo, I guess, is like a pop star. I don't know. I don't think she's a rapper. I think she's a pop star. I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is that she is a singer and she goes on tour, but she's been doing this reality show. And I think the gist I got was that the reality show was to look for dancers to go on tour with her and be like her backup dancers. And anyway, I think that's what the reality show was for, to find these dancers and obviously, to make money because, that's what you do a reality show for. Anyway, so there are a lot of allegations in this civil suit complaint against her. But in a nutshell, got a fly in here. In a nutshell, they're saying that, okay, so I'm going to try to say this delicately. I don't want to offend anyone. Apparently, she's being accused of heavier weight shaming. And there's a lot of sexual type things, like weird. I'm just going to say something with a banana. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying any more. Just a lot of sexualized stuff that went on during this reality show, during the taping of this reality show. One of the plaintiffs in the case is saying that it was well known that this particular contestant, has a history of, diagnosed depression and anxiety, and that the producers, Paula, that she has been diagnosed with anxiety and all of this stuff. And that the producers of the show and Lizzo were well aware of this, but yet they made an environment, they made it so that she had like a breakdown on camera or something, and caused her to have some kind of a breakdown. Then someone else is saying, several of them are saying that they felt extremely uncomfortable with all the sexualized stuff that was going on. And you guys Google it. I'm not talking about it on here. I brought up the banana. That's all I'm saying. I am not saying anymore. You guys go Google it. But anyway, so a lot of them are saying they felt extremely uncomfortable, and they're saying that they felt, even though they were contractors, yes, that's right. Even though they were contractors, 1099, whatever you want to say, they were made to feel like they were employees, and they didn't have like they were prevented from doing other work while they were doing the show and the tour. And then they were told it was an unspoken thing that they had to go to this sexual club and do this other stuff. And if they didn't, they probably wouldn't make it on the tour. So it was like this undercurrent, whatever. So that's in a gist, in a nutshell, what it's about. I mean, Google it or go watch The Lawyer, because there's a lot more to the story. But anyway, so what I want to ask is, so they've got this lawsuit, Manson 2.0. Manson, do you mean Charles Manson or Marilyn Manson? Who do you mean? So let's ask, I want to ask if Illuminati, Charles Manson. Yeah. Well, the Illuminati is always, the elites are always involved in, this kind of stuff, right? And anyone who kind of gets up there, a certain level of fame, you know that they're probably, not probably, it's almost definitely that's what's going on. So that's another whole rabbit hole. Mental and emotional blackmail. I know. So the first things I want, however, here's what the counter argument is. Some people are saying that if they did a timeline, there's a couple people, I think one of the plaintiffs came out and made a video saying how she loved being on the show on season 1. She really wanted to be on season 2, and she had such a good time. Well, she released that video, and then it was several months later, or 6 months later, whatever it was, that now she's the plaintiff in this complaint. So now people are saying, okay, well, at some point in time, they asked for more money. Lizzo didn't give them more money, denied that or whatever. So then they got upset, and that's why they're claiming this now. So there's arguments on both sides. So the first thing I want to ask is, if the claims in this lawsuit are legitimate, if these claims actually happened, that's what I want to know, or are they made up because they're upset or whatever. But I want to see if these plaintiffs actually have legitimate claims, allegedly. I'm going to say, I don't remember. I don't even know if I knew how many plaintiffs are in this lawsuit. Is it 3 or 4? I can't remember. I'm getting there are 2 that I do think are pretty legitimate. I'm definitely getting 2. And it was definitely, stressful. So and one of them, actually, I do feel someone was really kind of upset, and it kind of caused a little bit of some anxiety and depression. I don't know that all of the people in the lawsuit are legit, all the complaints, by everyone. I don't know that it's all legit, but I think 2 of them they have some merit, allegedly. So, yeah. I was going to ask this, but it's already kind of telling me. The next question I want to ask is, will this go to trial or will it settle? I mean, I could still ask that, but I am seeing that there is going to be money paid out. It doesn't feel to me like, see, I'm getting pulled. I'm getting pulled both ways. I'm going to ask if it actually will go to trial, but I can tell you whether it goes to trial or if it's just settled. There's definitely money paid out to these plaintiffs. supposed victims, allegedly. Let's just ask if it is going to go to trial, though, because I'm kind of being pulled both ways, and I don't know why I'm being pulled both ways. I wonder if maybe there'll be an offer of a settlement, and maybe some of the plaintiffs say, okay, I'll take it, and some of them don't. I don't know. Are they allowed to do that? Because they're all in the same complaint. Are they allowed to do that? I don't even know. But let's ask if it will go to trial with Lizzo. Kind of saying the same thing that I was getting. I feel like there might possibly be one person that actually does really think about taking it to trial instead of settling. However, I think most of them are going to just settle. And I can't remember how many plaintiffs are in the case again, but I think most of them are going to probably settle, but I still feel like there might be one that really feels like she might want to take it to trial. And I don't even know if like I said, if she's allowed to do that, if they're all in the same complaint. I mean, I don't know if they can be broken up like that, but I do think that most of it will be settled, if not all. There might be one that might push for the trial, though, but I think most of it's going to be settled. And I do see her settling, allegedly, and I do see her paying out. So I wonder if what's going to happen to her reality show. Should we ask that? Let's ask that. If her reality show will be canceled. I don't know if they're in production. I don't even know. Let's ask. I'm getting not right away, but I do think ultimately it will. I think not right away, but ultimately, I think her reality show may get canceled. Hi, Penny. Happy Friday. Yeah, I think that her, not right away. It could be that they're waiting to see what the outcome is of this civil lawsuit. That could be it. I do think, though, that I think it will be canceled, though. And boy, oh boy, is Lizzo going to be upset, allegedly. Upset. Not happy. I don't think she's happy right now. I can feel her energy. She is not happy, but boy, oh boy, if they cancel her reality show, she will be furious, livid. Well, that was Lizzo. All right. I'm going to need some of my UK people to weigh in here. I kind of sort of got the gist of it. The son, Meghan and Harry. So Britney posted a Cardi B song basically referring to cheating or sneaking around. I wonder if she caught something on Sam's phone if you listen to the lyrics. You know what? Well, let's ask that, Stephanie. Let me put that on my list. She posted a Cardi B song basically referring to cheating. Let me add that to my Britney list. Okay. All right, so I added that to my list. Okay, so Paula. Oh, she just posted an hour ago. Okay. Well, we'll ask that, Stephanie. We'll ask. I hadn't heard that, but God, I mean, some of these celebrities have stuff coming out. I feel like constantly. You can hear 25 things on someone like in just 2 days. It's hard to keep up. I feel like the news and the social media with these celebrities is kind of like technology. Like it's being updated and changed like every second. Okay, so Paula. Now this information I got from, I'm telling all you guys my favorite YouTubers that I like to watch. that I find that they're interesting. I like their delivery and all of that. Popcorned Planet. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that. Andy Signor is the one who runs it. Anyway, he's been doing a lot about the royals and Meghan and Harry, and he's got Migraine and H have had PR on steroids recently. Yeah. And I think Meghan is the one leaking a lot of it, like the stuff that supposedly goes to the press. I think she's leaking it. Okay, so this is the latest thing that I've heard. And Andy will have on his channel another YouTuber. I don't watch her channel, but she is from the UK. And her name is Steph the Altar Nerd, I think is what her YouTube handle is. So, but she is on Popcorn Planet with Andy all the time. So I just watch her on there. Anyway, he had her on, I think it was today or yesterday. This is what they talked about. They said that there is some bill that's going through the process of being, to see if it should be approved. Stephanie the Nerd, yeah. And it's spelled, I think it's spelled STEF like Frank, not with a PH. Steph the Altar Nerd. H just wanted a quiet life, but she wanted the life of a celebrity, which is why she married him. She never loved him. I think she may have in the beginning. I think I picked up in the beginning on one of my previous videos. I think I picked up she may have in the beginning, but I don't know. Actually, I still feel there is some love there, but his is waning. Harry's, I think how his feelings for her is definitely, waning. I don't think he feels the same way. So anyway, supposedly there's this bill, and I don't even know what the terminology is, but whatever the process is in the UK, that a bill has to get passed by the Tories, and then there's another group. And Steph the Altar Nerd said something like that would be similar in America to the Democrats and the Republicans. It's the Tories, and I forget what the other group was. Anyway, she said that there's this bill that is going to be voted on in November as to, and I think it's in the process of being decided if it should actually go labor. Okay. Is it true that she's going to be back on the TV show Suits? Good question. Let's ask that, Chrissy. So I heard that this bill is going through the process right now to be decided if both of the Tories and the other group agree that they want this bill to pass, then it's going to go for a vote in November of this year, which, according to Steph the Altar Nerd, if it does go in November, that's pretty much a done deal, meaning that both the Tories and the other group have already said Torg and Whig. Is that the two groups, Penny? Suits got canned years ago, and she got canned before it ended. Okay. So anyway, these two groups. So what Stuff the Alternate said is, by the time it gets to this vote in November, it's already been decided pretty much that this bill is going to be passed. Otherwise, it wouldn't get that far. So if it, Tory and Whig, okay. Tory and Whig. So the Tory and Whig groups, if they're right now in the process of deciding if they want to pass this bill that would allow either them or the king to strip titles. Because right now, even though Prince Harry and Meghan gave up their royals, they said, we don't want to be royals anymore. They still technically, I believe, have the titles of Duke and Duchess of York, is it? Or of wherever it is, Duke and Duchess. So this bill, if it's passed in November, then the king has to sign it, and then their titles of Duke and Duchess can be taken away from them. But not only Meghan and Harry, but Steph the Alternate was saying, because of all of the controversy that's happened with Prince Andrew, that Prince Andrew has to worry about that too. It has to go through 3 times, and November is the final hearing, but allegedly the king has been to see the prime minister to push it through. And the titles of the 2 surrogates, D&D Sussex. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you guys are here to kind of help explain, because I don't, I don't know, and rightfully so with Andrew. But they can't remove H as a prince. Yeah, that's what I heard, Penny. Thank you for clarifying that. He cannot be removed as a prince, but they can remove his and Meghan's titles of Duke and Duchess, and whatever Prince Andrew's title is, they can remove that as well, because of the shenanigans that, the controversy, which is horrific with Andrew. Horrific. But yes, they can, but only Parliament can remove it. I gotcha. So anyway, what I wanted to ask, I thought that was very interesting, because, I always wondered, like, if they said, we don't want to be royals anymore. That's it. We're not doing it. We're moving to Canada and the US. Why they still had their titles. So I didn't realize that they couldn't remove them, because so now they're trying to push this bill through where they could have these titles removed. So I wanted to ask if all titles can be removed by Parliament currently. Oh, well, so then what does this bill do that's different, Paula? They could strip his princedom under the Treason Act? Ooh. Is that what this bill is? Is the bill to remove his princedom? Interesting. Well, I wanted to ask if this bill will, get to the finish line, and by November, and will it be, agreed upon and approved and passed? So that's kind of the first thing that I wanted to ask. I just think this stuff is fascinating, because I just don't know anything about it, and it's different than here in the US. So but it is interesting to me. 3 new acts going through. The other one is so the monarch can unilaterally strip titles themselves without having to ask Parliament. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. So is that poor Harry? Are you serious? So then if he's stripped, okay, I think I'm still a little confused. So whatever's being kind of pushed through now and then ultimately, is decided or whatever in November, does that have something to do with their titles? To take away their titles? Or is it not the titles? Is it strictly his princedom? I don't know. When I ask if so because I'm kind of confused and I don't, yes, one of the bills means Charles can strip anybody of their titles. Okay. I gotcha. Okay. Thanks for explaining that, Paula. Yeah, I just don't know how this stuff works, so it's a little confusing to me. But when I ask if a bill will be passed that will allow titles or whatever to be stripped, I do get. First of all, it's not right away. Well, we already know that because it has to go through November, right? So that's picking that up. I do get that. Yes, I do think it's gonna go. I think everyone's going to be on board with pushing it through. And I think some titles will be stripped. I don't think all titles of, so let's say, who knows? I mean, you would probably know, Paula, if there's any other royal, figures right now that are maybe not doing what they're supposed to, and maybe they're worried that their title can be stripped. I don't know. The three that I know are Harry, Meghan, and Andrew. Those are the three that I know. I'm with you, Stephanie. Yeah, I'm with you. So I feel like it's some titles will, first of all, I do think the bill is going to be passed. So that if I'm understanding what Paul is saying correctly, that means that King Charles will be able to take any titles that he wants without having to go to Parliament. So I do think that's going to pass. But I don't think that all, boy, I'll tell you what. Look at this. This is the two invisible kids will also lose their titles. Yeah. Meghan, Harry. Hi, honey. Hi. Oh, Ashley. Hi. My daughter's here. So this is Meghan and Harry, and look at how angry they are when this happens. Angry. That's an understatement. So they are not going to be happy with this. Let's come right out and ask then. So I do think that this will go through, and I think it will. If they are born in royalty, can they be stripped of that title, such as prince, princess? Chrissy, I think Paula said that was one of the bills. But maybe I misunderstood that. But now I want to ask if I want to ask if Meghan and Harry's titles will be stripped. I want to ask if they're ultimately going to be stripped of their Duke and Duchess titles. Allegedly. Interesting. Interesting. Separate, which is another bill separate to the one for the monarch. Okay. Interesting. So when I ask if Meghan and Harry's titles will allegedly be stripped, I think, is it possible that maybe Meghan's could be stripped, but not necessarily Harry's? I don't even know if that's possible. If they're married, can one be a duke, but she can't be a duchess? I mean, is that possible? I feel like because look, here is King Charles, who's definitely going to be in a position of power. He's definitely going to be able to take action as he sees fit and, you know, remove titles or whatever. He is absolutely going to be able to do that and will do that. I just don't know if it's going to be, I don't know if it's going to be both. I think it's possible that at least Meghan. I don't know though if it's going to be Harry though. So I don't know. But boy, oh boy, are they going to be mad. It's again, they're going to be furious. Furious. So, you know, I mean, I don't think anyone really cares about how Meghan feels, but, you know, Harry, I mean, I kind of want to say to him, what do you think what would you expect? You denounced your family and kind of, you know, left the royal family. So what did you expect? The dukedom would be stripped from Harry, meaning she will also lose her title. He will remain a prince of the realm by birth, but if King Charles III wanted to, he could strip that too or put it into abeyance. Okay, interesting. Interesting. You don't keep a job title if you don't do the job. Good. They shouldn't. That's why I was confused. I was like, they left the royals. Why do they even still have Duke and Duchess titles? I think a lot of people were wondering that, especially in America. Once they are stripped, does that mean the loss all affiliations to that title, such as the best seats, special treatment, free food, etc.? Yeah. I'm telling you, I think there are going to be some strippings of titles. I do. And it may be that the titles are stripped, but not necessarily the princedom. It may be that. Because I'm getting some are going to be stripped, but not everything. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I really don't think that Harry thought that this would ever happen. They already lost all that and do not get treated as royals in any country now. Yeah, they'd like to be, though. I mean, especially Meghan, allegedly. I mean, they literally still, you know, like I know that they had that hearing or they Harry appeared in front of court or something and a few months ago and wanted private security team for him or something. And, you know, he lost. So, I mean, it's looking like, they want all the perks. She would, but I think Harry would like a quiet life in Africa out of the limelight. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how the two ended up together because their energies are so different to me. Both of their energies are so different. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, they say opposites attract, but yeah, Penny, I do feel divorce. I know that's like running rampant all over social media right now. And I did answer that question on several videos ago, but I feel yes. Yeah, I've always gotten that I do think they'll end up in divorce. Perfume and talked about Diana working on his trauma. Who wore his mother's perfume? She. Oh, Meghan wore his mother's perfume. I don't know. I'm not a fan of hers. I don't. I think this was not good for Harry. I don't know. I'm not saying he's innocent and everything. He is going along with a lot of the stuff she's saying, but I just feel like she's a really bad influence. I don't know. So I do think there's going to be stripping of some titles. And I think here's a question, Paula. If let's say they're stripped of their titles, Duke and Duchess, let's say when Harry and Meghan allegedly get divorced, and if Harry, which I do feel is going to happen, I feel Harry going back to the royal family and saying, "Will you take me back?" and them saying yes. Can King Charles then reinstitute his title again? Oh my God. That's insane, Paula. That's insane. That's disgusting. If he puts it into abeyance, yes. I gotcha. So maybe that's what he'll do. Because I know I felt that at some point, when they get divorced, then Harry will eventually go back and ask to kind of rejoin the royals again. And they would say, yeah, come on back. So interesting. Chrissy, I feel that he is getting closer and closer to the point where he wants to split with her, but he doesn't want confrontation. And so he's trying to stick it out. Do his children lose the titles too? And she's been telling Harry that she's in spiritual contact with Diana, and he says everything is A-okay. That's insane. That's insane. That's crazy. What the hell? I don't know. That's insane. That's pretty ballsy. Pardon my French, but takes a lot of guts. That's a lot of balls to do that. I don't know. I think she really steamrolls over Harry and he just kind of goes along with it, because she's such a strong personality and he doesn't like confrontation. He doesn't want to argue with her. So he's been giving in, but yeah, agreed. And he's, he's going to get sick of it though. It's going to come back. She's made him crazy. And although I don't like him, she's using his mental health to get him to do what she wants him to do. Yeah, she totally, I totally get that energy with her, Paula, that she just bulldozes right over him. And because she's such a strong personality, he doesn't want to go up against her. And he's like, okay, fine. Because it's easier than getting into a big argument. So I don't know. That's just a crazy. I mean, it's crazy. I know that they are. I've always seen that they will end up in divorce. It's not quite yet, but and then eventually Harry will go back. Hopefully he wises up and it happens sooner rather than later. All right. I know, I forget who it was that brought it up. I'm going to ask this. This is kind of funny. This made me chuckle. So whoever, I forget which one of you, maybe it was you, Paul, or she told him that she's his mother 2.0 and he has to tell everyone how like Diana she is. She's always been obsessed with Diana and wanted to marry William. Well, we know Meghan is full of herself. That's for sure. Meghan's very, very full of herself. Absolutely. So let's ask if Meghan does have a billionaire boyfriend. Let's just ask if she has a boyfriend at all, whether it's a billionaire, not a billionaire, whatever. Let's ask if Meghan has allegedly a little something, something on the side. A little something, something on the side. Well, I mean, I'm definitely seeing that people are speculating that she does. But quite honestly, I don't know. I don't feel she does. Does Meghan only have an OnlyFans? She's probably going to have to get an OnlyFans if they get divorced, right? Especially since Suits is canceled or whatever. Ex-yacht girl. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. She's going to need money, OnlyFans, Meghan. Let him know my birthday is at the end of the month. Yeah, Chrissy, do that. Tell him my birthday is next April, but I'll take an early birthday present. Let's get a present for everybody in the chat. Yeah, I don't know. I do see that there is someone, it could be the billionaire or a good friend of hers who has given her some expensive I heard feet pay well, except I have ugly feet. So I don't know that I'd make any money. But yeah, Stephanie, if you do the OnlyFans for your feet, let us know how it goes. I just want a Maine Coon. I'm a cheap date. Yeah. Yeah, I just want to stay awake long enough to stay awake. Like I feel like I'm old. I go to bed so early now. I mean, I do see like a friend here and I see a ton of people talking about it and speculating. I don't know. I don't think she has a little something, something on the side. I don't think she does. I think she has some really good friends that maybe give her extravagant gifts, but I don't know. I'm not getting that she's got something on the side. I'm not getting it. About little Meghan. Although she may have to do OnlyFans one day. I don't know how do her feet look. She have nice feet? I don't know. I don't even want to know. I don't like feet. They kind of gross me out. But yeah. Yeah. Meghan. I don't know. She's something, all right. All right. So let's see. Let's ask about, okay. So I asked about, we did Bryan Koberger. We did Meghan and Harry. We did Lizzo. Okay. So let's ask about Britney. So Britney Spears. So I forget who asked this, but I will ask, I can't either, Stephanie, and people pay for a lot of weird, I don't know. Who's the beach murderer guy? I've heard about him. I don't really know a lot about that story. I vaguely have heard just like little snippets of stuff. I don't really know a lot about it. I'll have to research that. Something about he's a serial killer or something. Maybe they are scared to be caught in her web. They know how she really is. Yeah, maybe. That could be. All right. So did you look up? I did look up Shabusiness. Holy heaven. Insane. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. I looked up like just the summary of like what happened. Like I think I saw she tried Getty, but his family put a stop to that. Yeah, Shabusiness. Yeah, that is that's insane. I could not believe, like, can you imagine being the family finding the bucket with the head? And I'm not going to go into too much detail, but holy cow. That was insane. She's not right up here. I mean, I just feel a lot of, it's like Taylor is it Taylor? Is that, I don't know. I forget her first name, but Shabusiness is her last name. I think that's her married name. Yeah, I mean, she unalived was it her boyfriend? And like dismembered and had parts all over the house. Taylor Shabusiness. And like, so there was like a bucket with his head in the basement. She had one of his legs and a foot or something in her car, in the back seat of her car. And then there was other parts like, around. I mean, it was just insane. There's a lot of dark energy in this world. It's just so sad. Just so sad that, that this stuff is here. But yeah, that was a crazy story. Definitely a crazy story. I'm glad she was found guilty. Definitely glad she was found guilty because that was just horrific. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. That's right, Chrissy. I forgot about that.
I'm not sure I understand.
Oh, Siri wants to weigh in on that. Yes. Was that the beach murder? Wait, I'm getting confused. The cupcake lady, which case was that? I'm getting confused now. I think I'm mixing up a couple of them. Fifth dimension opening, making people more crazy. Yeah. How could she plead not guilty if his body parts were in her car and house on display? Exactly. Because it's not right up here. It's not right up there. And she's got some dark in her. The cupcake. Oh my God. The cupcake lady. I don't even remember which case that is, what, but oh, it's the Shabusiness case. Is it the Shabusiness case? So I wanted to I was like gagging when I was reading that. I could not even believe that they were doing that with the cupcakes. I'm not even going to say it. It is absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. Who would think of that? Who would think of that? Disgusting. So, I mean, it literally made me gag. She is married and her husband is already in prison. Yeah. I am from New York and I know very little about the serial case here in New York. Cupcakes? Yeah. I mean, Paula, I can't. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. It's just so nasty. Yeah, research it. Just type in, cupcake lady or cupcake case, and you should get a hit on it. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Like, I can't even stand to think about it. I'm definitely not going to say it on here. It's just nasty. Insane. All right. I'm going to ask now, let's get off of that cupcake topic. Ugh. Disgusting. Ugh. Okay, let's ask about Britney, because I know that, supposedly her book is coming out. We'll see if it actually happens in October. I don't know. When I looked at it many months ago, I kind of felt like it wouldn't happen till next year, but we'll see. But here's what a lot of I'm telling you, I know, I can't even, just to think about it is just one of the most disgusting things involved. And I can't talk about it. It's just disgusting. So anyway, Britney's book. So I want to find out, Britney Spears, there's a lot of rumors saying that she was forced to take out, so remember when she first when Jamie Lynn, her sister, came out with her book and it slammed Britney and said all this, stuff about Britney. So Britney said she's going to write a tell-all book and then, and completely tell her full entire story. Well, so now the rumor is that she was forced to take out all of that incriminating stuff and that the book is going to be really not much substance at all. Like, it's not really going to bring up, that much against people or about the conservatorship or her family or anything. So one of the things I wanted to ask about her is I wanted to ask, whenever her book does come out, because I still kind of feel like it may be next year, but I could be wrong on the timing. But I want to ask if she was able to keep in enough of her story where she feels like she's getting some, I don't want to say retribution, but getting her own voice out about what really happened. I might say it like that. They probably did have her remove some stuff, but was she able to keep enough of her story and message that she wanted to get out about what everyone did to her? Was she able to keep enough of that in the book to still make her feel like she's at least telling her story. So let's ask that. I wish she could tell her own truth. It said October, and they're being pre-sold already on Amazon. I ordered the audiobook. Yeah, I'm going to definitely be getting the book, because it's Britney, right? We have to support Britney. So I will definitely be getting the book. But, when I ask if she was able to leave enough in the book to where, she feels like she's telling her story and getting enough of the details out about what happened to her and etc. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. You talking about the cupcakes, Paula? Mm-hmm. Yep. That's right. That emoji is spot on. Really disgusting. Just nasty, disgusting. Anyway, I'm getting that, she's not going to be totally happy with as much that she was made to cut out of the book. And I don't even know who makes her do that. Isn't this her book? How can someone make an author cut stuff out? I mean, it's her book, right? So I don't know. I don't understand that. But I do think she did have to cut out some stuff that she really, really did not want to cut out. Remove it from the book. So I do get that. But she'll get some of her story out. Her hubby has always looked dodgy to me. I think he married her for her money. JT and Colin attorneys both got involved. JT is probably Justin Timberlake and Colin attorneys. Talking about Colin Farrell, both got involved. You mean in support of Britney or against Britney on the book? Like for the publisher or for like who? In support of Britney. Well, I mean, that's good. I mean, I just don't know if so some they wanted a copy. You know what? Then maybe that means that they're going to put more or allow her to put stuff back in. Maybe that's good that they get a copy ahead of time, because as it stands right now, I'm seeing her being, upset and disappointed because what she said about them. Oh, well, I don't know. I see her being a little disappointed that she had to remove some stuff. I just want to know, I think one of the guys may had an affair while talking to Britney, and that's why they're scared. Listen, if this is Britney's truth, then why can't she say it? Now, maybe when you're talking affair or something, I could see how that could get a little dicey, but like if she wants to talk about the conservatorship and what they did to her and all of that, she should be able to speak on that. And her family and Lou Taylor and all of those people, what they did to her. I mean, why, I don't understand why she wouldn't be able to talk about that in her book. That's her truth. Why can't she talk about it? But I do think that they did, make her take out enough to where she's disappointed. She's going to be able to, she has some things that she'll be able to get out and speak on, but I don't think it was where she started. I think when she originally started doing the book and where it ended up are way different. I saw where an attorney stated that she can talk about it. It's defamatory to their careers or something. Well, you know what? Then maybe you shouldn't have had an affair with her. Don't have an affair with Britney Spears if you're worried about that. That's what I say. They are bullies to her. Everybody is. I think the guys are scared. Well, you know what? Who cares? Don't have an affair with Britney Spears then. That's what I say. If you're going to do the crime, pay the time. You made your bed, lie in it. How many more cliches do I need to put out there? I mean, anyway, I do think that she's going to be able to get some truth out there. I just don't know if it's everything that she started out, that she wanted to say. She has three different versions of the book. Oh, I hadn't heard that. Yeah, I just don't understand who's got control of her that is telling her she can't put this stuff in there. Who's telling her this? That's what I want to know. Is it this Matthew Rosengart? Is that who's telling her this? I don't understand who still has control of her that is saying you can't put this, and this in your book. I think her mental health is so bad that she should have been sectioned ages ago for her own safety and well-being. She's very vulnerable. Write your story. Yeah. You choose the action. You choose the consequences. Yeah. That's what I think. You guys did it. You made that choice. So part of it is there is still an active case. Well, that would kind of make sense. I guess that would make sense, Penny. Yeah, that would make sense because, yeah, Justin and Colin's PR team. Whatever. I hope she, I just feel like what comes out is going to be kind of cut back a little bit. I don't know that she is going to be able to say everything that she wanted to include in that book. I don't, unfortunately. Which, really makes me sad because if anyone needs to speak about their story and what happened to her, it's Britney. She was definitely with Justin after they broke up. What do you mean, Penny? Britney was with Justin after she and Justin broke up? I'm not sure I understand what you mean there. Or are you saying that she cheated on Justin with one of these guys? Because, yeah, I mean, that's what the thing was, is that Britney cheated on him with someone from his team. They had some meetings. Yeah, I mean, but he probably did too. And I don't know. They were young. I mean, they were kids. They were messing around for a while. Well, she cheated on JT, and that's why he wrote Crime of. Oh, yeah, I'm well aware of that. Which I don't have any respect for JT for doing that. That was way over the top brutal. He cheated on her first. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I don't know about if he cheated on her. I've heard that. I do love the song. I hate that I love the song, but when you watch that video, it's disgusting. And I really lost a lot of respect for JT after that. So she got him back with Wade Robinson. Yeah. So I lost a lot of respect for JT with that. You know, when he that video was disgusting. I mean, talk about crucifying someone. If she did cheat on him, then she deserved the song. It's one thing to write words that, you know, about cheating. But if you looked at the video, he's like being a creeper, like, you know, like breaking into her house and going through her personal belongings, taking a video in her house, watching her while she's showering. I mean, that's creepy. That's creepy. I don't care if someone cheated on you. You shouldn't be doing that. And I'm not saying he did do that, but that was in his video. That's creepy. I'm not a fan of JT, so I don't know if you can tell. I'm Team Britney, not Team JT. He's talented. I have to give him that. But, you know, it's a little too arrogant for me. Well, so yeah, look what he did to Janet. He's using women to get clout and be in the spotlight. I have to say, though, the snafu with Janet's top, I picked up always psychically and intuitively that Janet planned that, allegedly. However, how he treated Janet after that and got on the bandwagon that she was, you know what? He's just nasty to women. I don't like how he is about women. What he says, what he does, I don't like it. I don't like it. So there you have it, folks. Not that my opinion matters about anything, but all right, I'm going to ask one more thing, and then I'm probably going to go. I wanted to ask, because somebody mentioned in here that Britney posted that Cardi B song that has the lyrics of cheating, and they wanted to know if she posted that because she caught Sam cheating on her. So let's ask that. I cut the deck. There's definitely some anger behind posting that song. Yep. Allegedly, yes. I do think Britney posted that Cardi B song about, I don't know what the song was, but about cheating because she caught Sam either texting with someone or cheating on her or whatever. So, yeah. Yep. I would say for sure. I feel that pretty strongly. So, and, you know, she's pretty upset about it, which I feel bad for her. Again, she's had such a rough life. I just, she's got this huge, super stardom. And look what she's had to go through. I mean, it's just sad. It's just sad. So, yeah, I do think she caught Sam allegedly cheating. That makes me sad. I just want her to find love and peace and happiness and not have to go through any more stuff that makes her unhappy. And going back to the book, I mean, if Jamie Lynn Spears was able to come out with her stupid book, which I will never read, if she was able to come out with her stupid book that had all of this derogatory stuff about Britney, why can't Britney come out with her book and say what she wants? Why can't she do it? I don't know. I just feel bad for her. It's just really sad, everything that she's gone through. Yeah, absolutely. Let's send her some love and healing and confidence and just peace, inner healing. She definitely needs it. I feel bad for her. I'm going to go back. I know I saw one question way back at the beginning. That's being sold at Dollar Tree. Yeah, I heard that. I don't even know why Dollar Tree is selling it at all. I mean, it's funny that now it's at the dollar store. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Jamie Lynn. Or anyone in her family for that matter. I mean, after what happened with Britney, it's just disgusting. Someone asked a question way up here. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Gosh, I hope I can find it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Shelly. Okay, Shelly, you want to know, do you see me being able to move away? I have no income. That's not good. That's not fun. Let's ask Shelly. Well, Shelly, I feel like I think eventually you'll be able to move away, but I think it's going to be quite a while. And it is kind of saying it's because of the money or, lack of money. So yeah, I mean, it's saying that you're kind of, stuck and, it's because of lack of money that you're kind of feel like you're kind of stuck where you're at and you're not able to really move or do what you want to do. And I do think that eventually you will be able to move, but it's not for a while. Let me see if I can get a timing. I'm hearing about possibly a year and a half. So I'm hearing possibly about a year and a half. You too, Chrissy. You have a wonderful weekend and take care of yourself too. I hope your migraine gets better. Keep hydrated. Chrissy, did you send me an email? Did you send it to? Hi, honey. You know what? I don't think I recall seeing. Let me see. I don't think you did it. Oh, you did it on my website. Let me see. I'm looking. And you said it was last week, Chrissy? My email last week. I don't see it here. I'm not seeing it. I wonder if there was some kind of glitch. Here, I'll type in the chat here what my email address is. And then maybe just I'll have to contact my web designer company and see if they can check on if that's working. If someone sends me a message, will I get it? Because maybe there's something wrong with it where I'm not getting it. But I'll put my all right, so that's my email address. So if you want to email me directly, but yeah, if you email and I don't answer within like a day or even at the most 2 days, it's probably because I didn't get it. Because I'm usually try to stay up on my email. So yeah, go ahead and just send it directly. And thank you for let me make a note of that. Type it on my list here, just to check to see. See if there's any glitches with it. Chrissy, did you send it from the contact page, or was it like in that form field where you filled out the little form? The contact page. Okay. Yeah, I'll thanks for letting me know. I'm sorry I didn't get it. I'll have to reach out to them and see if they can test that. Maybe there's some kind of glitch or something that why I'm not getting, I don't know. I'll have them test it, but that's good to know. I hope there's not been a lot of people that have tried to email me and I didn't know that I didn't get their email. That wouldn't make me happy. Stephanie, what do you see for me in this current month moving forward with career searching? If you have time, I'd appreciate it. If not, I understand. So moving forward with career searching. So Stephanie, are you saying you're looking for? Double checking is always good. Stephanie, are you saying you're looking for a new job this month? Is that what you're saying? So I think what you're saying is you might be saying is that you're wondering if you'll be able to find a job this month. If I'm understanding that correctly, let me see. Well, I do see offers coming in, Stephanie. I see at least one. It's been super stressful at a standstill. Yeah. I do see there's at least one place that's I do think they're going to make you an offer. I don't know that you're going to take it though. And I get that it's a hospital. So, but I don't know that you're going to take it. And I don't know why. me see if I can focus on a timing of when you'll actually be hired somewhere. Well, I'm getting about 3 months, so it's not right away, but, you know, w have you been doing some clearing, Stephanie? You might wanna do that, and you might also wanna um, burn some, light green candles, do the black tea light candles for to clear negative, but then, um, do the light green tea light candles, and that'll help to light green candles helps they do 3 things. It helps to draw money and attract money, um, from anywhere. I mean, it could be that you find money in the parking lot, right? Or you get this weird refund on a utility bill or something. It helps with healing, so to bring healing energy to you, but it also helps new jobs to come in. And if you can afford it, you might want to also pick up some orange tea light candles, because that what orange does is it brings the power back to you and kind of helps you to step back in your power in a positive way. So, it could, so in other words, so it's putting the power back in your court in a positive way. Um, but yeah, I mean, so I would definitely do clearing though. Do the black tea light candles. I would also get the Palo Santo spray and the frankincense and myrrh spray. Order those online, because the Palo Santo will help clear any negative. So will the black tea light candles too. And then the frankincense and myrrh puts a protection on you, because the Palo Santo will clear all energy. And then you need to kind of seal yourself back up with like a protection to seal yourself back up. So I would do that. Get some, if you can get some. Just Google Palo Santo spray and frankincense and myrrh spray. You want the spray, not the ones that you burn. The spray. So do that. I would do that every day. Do a black candle every day. I would add the orange in to bring the power to you, right? So this will give the power back to you as far as like when you're applying for jobs, and it'll also, well, and then the light green will help to draw money. So black and orange and green, yeah, and the one I would do, make sure that you do really every day, make a point of it for at least a few weeks, is the black. So you can clear your energy, because the black is going to help to absorb negative energy. The green helps like draw jobs to and money. The orange gives you your power. So that is a good thing when you're applying, right? So I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but the power is more with you when you're applying. In other words, how employers or interviewers are picking up on your energy when they're reading your application. Shelley, I did ask your question. I already don't remember what I said, because it's in and it's out. Hi, Linda. Linda. Shelley is Linda. Okay. Yeah, I did ask your question a little bit ago. I don't know if you missed it, but I did ask your question a little bit ago. I think it was about moving. And I was telling you to do some clearing, and also to bring in some, like light green candles to bring in some money. So yeah, go ahead and rewind it. I did it just, I don't know, 10 minutes ago or whatever. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope it was so fun as always hanging with you guys. Love you guys. I always look forward to Fridays when I get to hang out with you guys. And it's like my favorite day of the week. Favorite day of the week to hang out with you guys. So have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and sending lots of love. Mwah. to you guys, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And I will see you next Friday. And yeah, have a great weekend and have a great week next week too. I hope everyone's feeling well and has great weather and all of that. Big hugs to all of you guys. So love you guys. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Bye.